Hello, so this is my second video, and this will be part one of a three-part series of how to supplement your retirement income by using YouTube. I know what you're thinking. It might be too scary for people of the retirement generation, but trust me, it can be very, very simple. So here's an example of what I'm going to show you, how you can use artificial intelligence using a few different tools to create children's new songs as a new channel that you can create. There is some work involved, but the payoff could be maximum as well. You'll notice that here is an example of a very, very successful children's song website or YouTube channel that's called Super Simple Songs. And you see that this person has 45.8 million subscribers. Now, if you don't know, YouTube does offer a payout at different levels of subscribers and views and uploads. So there are generally three criteria you have to meet. You have to have at least 1,000 subscribers. You have to have a running view time total of at least 3,000 hours, and you have to have at least 3 uploads in the past 90 days. But once you do that, the payout is pretty big. And you notice that this particular video has 9.4 million views. So if you go to, like, for instance, one that is this particular website, the one that I'm posting to, and you go to YouTube Studio, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if you go to YouTube Studio, you'll be able to see, I think I'm in the wrong version. You'll be able to see where I am on the tracking for making the payouts. So I'll show you right here, YouTube Studio, and earn. As I said, you have to have an X number of subscribers, you have to have X amount of video loads, and then you have to have public watch hours of a certain threshold. Now, the minimum is 500, but to have a substantial bigger payout, you have to have at least 1,000, and then this has to be a little bit higher as well. But that can be your revenue source. So to be able to create something like this is really not that hard. And I can show you how I created one pretty simply, and then I'll show you step by step how to do this. So you, my friends, can create something like this.
Good morning, sun up in the sky. Hello to clouds that float on by. I open my eyes, I smile so wide. A brand new day is here today. It's a happy day, a brand new day. Let's laugh and sing and run and play. Hand in hand, come what may. We're having fun together today.
And you might be thinking, isn't that copyrighted? No, because I created this using artificial intelligence. So it is my copyright, if anything else. So I created the artificial intelligence background, I created the animation, and I wrote the song with the help of artificial intelligence. So with that, you should be able to post a lot of these type of videos that I showed you. And the revenue could be yours, my friends. So part one today, I want to show you how to generate the songs. And part 1.1 of that will be how do you write the songs, the lyrics themselves. So for that, actually, I use ChatGPT. And what you can do is, let's start brand new. And tell ChatGPT your parameters. What I'll do is I'll say, you are a Nobel Prize laureate poet. I need you to write me a poem that will become a Suno AI children's song worth 4 minutes long. And let's see what it says. By the way, for this, I'm not using the paid version of ChatGPT. I'm using the regular version of ChatGPT. So it wrote something, but the more information I give it is usually the better. And this is a little bit too long. So I'm going to say, not bad, make it shorter. Also, I need this to have universal appeal. So please use simple English, repetitive phrases, and easier words. Please try again. And really, you're talking to ChatGPT, you're giving it cues. And you'll see that it's adapting to what I wanted. So this is much better. Verse 1, chorus. Verse 2, chorus. Final closing. And then you can make this into, as I said, a copy and paste Suno prompt. So why don't we do this? Let's make it still a little bit shorter. I will tell it still a little bit too long. Please make it shorter. The total duration of the poem in song format should be 1 minute long. So in summary, this poem can result in a pretty good song. And part 2, we'll see how to make this into a song. See you next time.